Roy Brothers Podcast. What's going on, guys?
What's up, everybody?
Just the brothers tonight.
Yep, our ritual here. We'll have some more guests on next episode or two. So keep an eye out for that. We got Tony coming on.
Tony Max.
Mm-hmm.
He's Tony Max, and you are not. And he'll be on next
Yep.
week, right?
Yep.
Tony Max is a funny guy. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Yep.
He had a really good bit about the local comedians in a wrestling match, which I laughed my ass off.
That was funny.
So can't wait to have him on. But anyway, so
Keep an eye out for that.
for this episode, we wanted to do a few things, kind of like a cadence, update kind of thing, and then something really cool. So the first thing with the cadence is me and Matt did a show at the local Chelos restaurant in Warwick. It was my first show. It went pretty well. Your cat's back there. It's doing her thing. Bring her up.
What are you doing, kitty?
Bring her up.
Playing
Yeah.
with the beer bottle, huh? Playing with the beer bottle? All right.
So yeah, we had a show at Chelos. We just want to go over that and just talk about that. And cool announcement, April 14th, I'll be hosting the open mic at Pub on Park in Cranston.
Mm-hmm.
My first hosting gig. That'll be great. I'm so excited to host.
Yep. It'll be a good time. Looking forward to it.
Yep. And then we're going to cap it off. Me and Matt both want to do like a live workshop on a couple premises that we want to bring to the next couple of mics this week that will ultimately share next Brothers episode. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good to me. I'll see how that goes.
Yeah, right.
First time trying it.
Yeah. I think it should be good. It'd be funny to get into the heads of two madmen.
Yeah, right. Two amateur comedians over here. All right. Yes, I mean the cello show, man. That was what, 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
That was our first show together, I think, in a long time, as the Roy Brothers on the stage sharing it together. So.
Yeah, not since the comedy class graduation show, but yeah, it was cool to be kind of introduced as one half and the other half.
That's usually how it goes. One half and the other.
Yeah.
Put us together. We're like fucking 14 feet tall, as John has told me.
Who?
John was like, one time I walked into the open mic and he's like, "Oh, there's the other half of the Roy Brothers. You put you two together, you're like 14 feet tall."
Stand on my shoulders with like a big trench coat.
Yeah, right.
That should be our next bit.
Put Eddie on the top. He could be the head.
We'll be like a giant Grim Reaper or something.
Yeah. But that was a fun show, dude. Were you happy with your set?
I was happy with my set.
Yeah, I think you did a good job.
I was freaking out, and I brought I usually bring my phone up like on open mics, and this time I downgraded from the phone to an index card, and then I had an index card, and just, long story short, I didn't need the index card, which is cool. I actually was able to memorize my whole set, and I didn't miss much. There was one part in the show where I pulled out the note card, and I was like, I'm new, ha ha ha, or, oh, I need this, but I didn't even really read it. I just looked at it because I was nervous.
Yeah, you glanced at it.
I just glanced at it, but I didn't even read it. I just looked at it. I was like, oh, lined paper, cool. And I put it back in my pocket. So that just proves to me I can actually memorize 7 minutes right now worth of material, which was good. Got some laughs, and everyone that was there said we did good, and even the people we didn't know.
Yeah, people come up to you and say good job.
Some of the older folks, because a lot of these people were older.
I feel like you walked into a funeral
Even
home.
they were saying, Jesus, even they were saying everyone did good. So I'll take that as a win. So first show in my under my belt.
Yeah, I feel like as a comedian, you don't know what kind of crowd you're gonna get, but hey, you take any crowd and you appreciate any crowd that you can get. You know what I mean? I appreciate any show, whether it's a crowd of old people or a bunch of young college students. I'll take whatever. You know what I mean? You just change up your comedy depending on what it is. Well, I was told it was a PG set, and I don't think it was PG towards the end. You know what I mean?
It wasn't PG set to even begin with. So
yeah. Well, I think what they
I don't know what they mean by PG set, but
yeah,
I freaked out about that for like 2 weeks. I was like, how the hell am I going to write? But I did it, no swearing, I let a couple rip, but that was only because everyone else before me were ripping F-bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I definitely.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I think
nothing wrong with that. I was expecting something different.
Well, I
That's
think
all.
what it is that people gauge what the other comics are doing and how the crowd's receiving it. You can say it's a PG show, but if the crowd's kind of like receiving the inappropriateness and maybe a couple of cuss words here and there, then you start to go down that slope and you start to open it up a little bit. And by the end of the show, it's like you're talking about dicks and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So
When I
yeah,
heard that first F bomb, I was
you
like,
do.
well, wait, hold on, partner. Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it went good. It went good for me. I liked it. But if we're playing the honest game, I felt a little. I guess I don't know. I didn't feel the best about myself after the show. I felt like it could have went better.
Mm.
But I'm gonna just put that aside, put that on the shelf, and just listen to the audience who said I did all right, and the man himself, Mr. Parada, who put on the show, said I did good, and he wants to sign me on for another show again. So I'll just take that as a good sign,
Yeah, I mean, hey, if the boss man's telling you to do a good job, that's a good sign. You know what I mean?
isn't it? Though,
You keep
catching my drift? Yeah, baby.
this guy, the mic police
I like
over
to
here.
I like to bust his ass because he does this.
It just feels kind of weird holding it like this.
You don't have to hold it like
We should
that.
get some real fat
You
mics.
can hold it like this. Well, why don't we do this? Right? Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Watch this. You just need a little mic stand. That's all.
God, this guy's gonna get
Grab that beer bottle of yours. Look, I got air duster.
Still nursing it. Let me see this.
There you go. It's like holding a. It's like holding a mic.
Step Brothers mug. Bear with me, people.
Live and unscripted.
There we go. Perfect.
Perfect.
Stupid.
I think we should do this going forward. I'm going to bring a banana next episode. I
Yeah.
think.
I'm gonna bring a you know what out of the my wife's closet.
What's that?
I'm just kidding.
The strap on.
gonna get the strap
she
on.
pegs you with.
I'm gonna get the strap on and put the mic onto it. not gonna-
So I mean, I got nothing else to say about the Chelos show besides that.
Wow.
At the end of the day, I'm happy with it. And John Parada wants me back on another one of his circuits.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, it was fun. I definitely think this is comfortable. By the way, this is.
Just don't forget to bring it up to your mouth.
I'm gonna do this. I can showcase that. Hello.
Let me fix this a little bit. Right on
It's gonna fall right off.
It's gonna fall right
I
off.
should huff the computer duster with the mic and see what it sounds like.
It's probably making all kinds of noise. Actually, no, that fits pretty good.
Anyway, no, the cello show. I think it was good. I think I had a lot of fun. It was a good time. The guy singing was a nice little extra. You know what I mean? And I was happy with my set. I didn't have to look at a card, nothing like that. I was off by memory, and I've been working at that Walmart bit for I say a long time. It's been a couple months I've been doing this, but it's been one of my longest working jokes that I've done. I added on to. I had my picture frame. You know what I mean? Of Sam Walton. Worked out pretty well. So I think it's a joke I'm gonna keep in my back pocket and just
It should
use
be
every
part
now
of
and
your
then.
regular rotation for sure.
Yeah. I feel like my voice is gonna echo in this.
It probably is. You should flip it around now.
Let's see.
There you go. Yep, flip it around. Make a bunch of noise.
Live and unscripted, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Any last words for Chelos? Because there's really not much to say. That's just a quick update.
I mean, who was it? The that Prince of Mystery was freaking hilarious.
Prince of Mystery, the comedy magician,
Yeah,
the
that guy was
comedic
funny.
magician. Yeah.
That guy had he called on someone I work with and he was picking on our family a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He called my mother the madam of a whorehouse, and my wife one of her whores.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
Called our parents swingers, which is kind of
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like he just went off, dude. But it was lighthearted. It was funny.
that was fun.
I liked it.
Yeah, no. I would do a dinner show again because you get the food.
Hold on, real quick. I'm kind of nervous. I need to huff real quick. Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah, let me get some of that.
You want some of that?
Dude, that's gonna. Oh my god, it's gonna blow right into them. Like, now you're drinking and doing the
Oh my god. Okay. This is what we do on the Roy Brothers. We huff duster.
My cat's judging you. Dude, someone's going to think you really... Cancel the podcast. Yeah, no, so Cello show was good. I like dinner shows. Yeah, I think it's good mix. Have a good mix of bar shows and dinner shows for sure. But you know, so we definitely hit the show. We hit the show together. The Roy Brothers took the stage the first time. Since the graduation. But now, I've done a couple shows, but I've seen you. Honestly, Rob, I feel like you're kind of killing the open mics in the sense that like you've been going to everyone. You know what I mean? And you put a lot of time in, and you're really good with the crowd, and also you're hosting Pub on Park, right?
Appreciate that, man. I feel like, I don't know, open mics are tough, dude, but it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
We've been really getting to know everybody at
yeah, it's fun.
One of them on Wednesdays. We've been really getting to know a lot of the guys that do the Kinsmen on Fridays, which is awesome. I love those guys.
That's a good group of guys.
But like you said, so with that, with getting the onstage confidence, the talking to the crowd a little bit more, just trying. It's hard doing comedy when you're a literal introvert.
Yeah.
Like this all happened at once. I'll just predicate this with like my last job. I was just stuck at like a computer desk all the time, and I was kind of like I was doing like nerdy shit for like other people. You know what I mean? We'll just say that in the background, like technical stuff, and then I get to put into I guess I can say been put into a sales position and doing comedy all like in the same like 2 years. So I pushed my introvert self just so far. But anyways, with all that, it's in preparation for the hosting of Pub on Park. Monday the 14th.
Yep. So by the time this airs, you'll still be beforehand. So if you guys are listening to this and you can make it out, starts at what, 8:45 the mic starts?
That was 8:30.
Yeah, 8:30, 8:45 the mic starts. Go out there, Pub on Park in Cranston.
Come on down.
Go support. I'll be there. We'll get some other people to go too. So it's going to be fun. And I think comedy is
going to be great, man. I've loved the idea of hosting ever since I figured out what open mics were.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, there's a host. All right, this is awesome. So when I was asked to do it, I was ecstatic.
We kind of command the stage in a way. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I like it. It'll be cool to manage the list. I'm good at managing things, I guess.
Yeah. And you'll definitely get to know some more
finally
comics.
Meet more people. I just love meeting people now ever since I've been pushed out of the old introvert closet.
Well, like I said, comedy definitely takes you out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? There's a
definitely
saying that says be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and definitely, it takes a little bit. And it's funny because Melanie's family a lot is like, wow, every time that every one of our family members in a way was like, of all people to do comedy, we were surprised that you were going to do it because you're so quiet. You know what I mean? But
no shit, right?
Honestly, it's like it's kind of like you're busting balls with friends, and once you get comfortable and you get those jitters out, you learn to have fun with it, and you just you use those nerves to your advantage.
Yeah, and once it's like I think at the end of the day, like it's just I don't know, just good people, lighthearted.
Yeah,
it's just nothing. There's nothing to be scared of at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, it's all mental. Honestly,
it is mental.
Yeah. So are you nervous at all to do the hosting spot?
Not one iota. Being nervous now. You think I would be? Maybe I will be when the day comes and I can do it. But
pressure's on.
I'll be too busy managing the list, making sure people are timed right.
Yeah.
To really be nervous. I got my shitty jokes I've been telling for the past 4 months now that I've got pretty much memorized. I'll be all right. Plus, I think it's a good time to really flex your off the cuff muscles a little bit, because I think the status quo is to kind of riff off the last comic's set a little bit in a good way.
Yeah, I've noticed that on Kinsman on Friday, they were riffing on my joke that I said about my Golden Dome. You know what I mean? So I think you got to be. You're quick with it anyway, so you'll be all right.
I try.
You know what I mean? You'll be all right. You're quick with. I think you're a good ball buster off the rip. You know what I mean? Like witty. You know what I mean? Should be fine.
It'll be fine. I'm not really doing anything extra to prepare for it.
Well, you just kind of. I think.
I just love the idea. I hope it goes well, and I hope I get more hosting gigs in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll be there. Like I said, guys, if you're in the area, check it out. It's in Cranston, so I think Pub on Park too. It's such a big space, but depending on how many people go, man, it was rough last time. But
What
That's
do you
just the
mean by
nature of
rough?
open
And
mics.
what do you mean? There was too less of people, like that
It was just a
wasn't enough?
big space, so like, and then open mics are only so busy sometimes. You know what I mean? So it was kind of, it was tough. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was like, it was different than most open mics that I've done. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't as small. You know, but it's cool to get out there and do different open mics and meet different people and just get a different crowd and try out different jokes. Because if you get a joke that doesn't hit at one open mic, but it could hit in another one. You know what I mean?
Ain't that the truth? So I've been to, like you saw it. I do pretty much the same kind of jokes not over and over again, but
You have a
I
style.
dig deep. Yeah. So I told one set of jokes at one open mic. It got really nothing. Got some chuckles. I got some heckle a little bit, but then I go to the other open mic 2 days later. It was the most laughs I've gotten ever on those jokes. It was insane. Felt good.
I think let's just talk about that too for a minute. I think getting laughs on one of your jokes is like the most intoxicating things ever. It feels great. When Colleen, a member in the class, said that it's like it's like one of the best drugs. Like you'll like it beats anything. It's true. Not for nothing. You know what I mean? And dude, it just that's what keeps me going. To be honest, in all honesty, I know I'm not. I know it's not corny, but honestly, I just have fun going out there telling jokes and making people laugh. That feels great. It's the best. You know what I mean? And I have fun with it. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's what the hosting gig is going to be for you. Just have fun with it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see shows. I hope a lot of people show up.
look at this freaking cat.
Good to meet everybody, and
Yeah. So yeah, look. Yeah, we'll go. We'll we'll recap on that too. Maybe we could talk about that on an episode.
yeah, next
as
Brothers
well.
episode when we recap our workshop.
Yeah. Oh, I'll say so. You're gonna when you're not.
What's that? Sorry.
Also, when you're not busy hosting, yeah, well, you know what, you want to do this whole joke thing. What's a joke that you've been working on that we can kind of go over?
I've only done it like once or twice at open mics, but it's been sitting in the back of my folder since we did the comedy class. And hold on a second though. The comedy class was like 6 months ago at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
It'll be a year.
Yeah, so all right, so we're gonna do this.
Yeah, why not? Just I would
Live
just go with the
workshop.
joke that you've been talking, and we'll kind of.
Yeah, so there's nothing. It's still like it's a piece of clay, right? I've molded it and flattened it and squeezed it and pounded it and just just trying to get something out of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to squeeze water out of a stone at this point, and it'll be good for us to talk about. Maybe we can riff off of it. But the premise is, I'm in a band, and it's a rock band, and I'm in it with a brother or two, right? And I'm up on stage and I'm singing these lyrics that are super raunchy and like sexy. Then you find out that it was actually the dad writing the songs the whole time
Yeah.
about
true
banging
story.
the brother's mother, essentially. So these guys, the lead singer is up there while I'm playing guitar in the back as a backup guitarist. He's singing songs about his mother getting railed by his dad at like gigs. So that's
geez.
the premise.
Yeah.
And I don't know really how to structure it, like in theory, like, well, obviously that's the premise in theory, but as far as like punchlines throughout the story and how to end it. So the big punchline, the big balloon pop, the big surprise is that the dad wrote the songs.
Yeah. And they realize like, oh shit, we're singing songs about fucking our mom.
Yeah, at this family reunion,
Yeah.
while like Uncle Terry's flipping burgers and slapping his brother on the back.
You know what's fucked up is that I can picture these people in my head because I went to that show.
What do you mean?
Like I just
What show?
I feel like
This is a total fictional thing. This never happened.
well, you've definitely played shows in the past, but at the end of the day, it's just I don't know.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, like I used to play, I was in a few bands growing up as a kid. Like I'm a guitarist.
Like that's
Still am,
something
still
that would
dabble,
happen
but-
to you.
But I was in many bands growing up, like rock, emo, death metal, whatever. I ended on death metal, so listen to it. But anyways, yeah, emo.
Those touchdowns, those-
That's but anyways, so one of these bands is totally fictional. This never happened. I was never in a band with brothers where their dad writing songs about banging their mom. This is just a funny premise.
But it just sounds like something that would happen to you, being in the bands that you were in. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes sense. You were in bands, so of course.
Everyone knows I'm being sarcastic, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. But the idea that that's probably got it from is playing in bands. So like, you know what I mean? So you get your idea of this.
It really happened. I was just fucking around. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know what else to do. Like, what do you think? Like, all right, so what's up, guys? I was in a rock band growing up. I was the backup guitarist, dude, and we played like 80s songs. Jesus.
Oh God, 80s.
80s song. You know 80s, right?
Yeah.
Fucking cocaine.
Yep.
Big fucking bushes and fucking crabs.
Shrubs.
I feel like everybody had crabs in the 80s.
Yeah, fucking shrubbery.
Like, you wouldn't even share Terry's towel at the beach. Like, you wouldn't even lay on that shit.
Oh God, it's got crabs on
You'd
it.
be picking through your pumpkin patch for a week. Lotioning.
I feel like in a way that's like the
shampooing
70s too, though. The 70s are all about sex and drugs and all that shit.
Man, I just feel like everyone had crabs in the 80s. So I'm just trying to. So I was like,
Who was
saying
the
that.
era of hair? Literally.
Yeah, exactly. It was like hair bands and fucking
Hair
pubes
bands and hair crotches.
I dare you to go watch 80s adult films.
Oh God.
There's nothing to see. It's just two hairy bushes rubbing up against each other. Friction. Now it's a burning bush.
Yeah.
Moses in the background with his stick. It's just like,
There you go. It's an idea for a joke.
yeah. So yeah, I got that, and then next, like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, like, you can introduce it that way. Just sprinkle in little laughs in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, whatever, cocaine, bushes, and crabs. And then I don't know, just go into, yeah. So I was a backup guitarist for a band. Mm-hmm. One of the brothers was the lead singer. And one day, I don't know, I don't know where I'm going with this. Maybe you can help, but even I don't even know if this is a good segue into it, but like, I was at a gig, doing my thing, backup guitarist, and he's singing lyrics. I don't know, let's say, the sex is great, it's divine, gets you in the sheets, twisting like a vine.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah, well, I think what you need
what
to...
else could you say? Like, I hit her in the shitter, let's go. And I'm like doing my thing. I'm like, I feel myself, man. I'm playing the guitar. This shit
it's like a Van Halen
slaps,
song,
bro.
It's like a Van Halen song talking about fucking, but it's...
Yeah, and this shit slaps. But wait a second. Wait a second. The dad wrote these lyrics. They're singing songs about their mom getting railed by their dad.
Yeah, what I think you need to do with that joke
Shit,
is...
did I let go of the punchline too quickly there? I don't know.
Well, I think that's what you need to do with the joke is you need to... I think you need to like make all these subtle hints that make people go, huh? And then the punchline is, oh wait, yeah, his dad wrote the jokes. So he was like make people realize, like, you know what I mean? Like the punchline is pretty much delivering that yes, the dad was the one writing these jokes about fucking their mom.
Do you think
know
that's
what I mean?
enough, or should I say, oh my God, their dad was writing these jokes about their mom, or just the dad was writing writing the lyrics for them.
Like, oh, these lyrics.
Is that
were...
enough to let clue in the audience that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could be like, oh, these jokes are spicy. And then I realized, oh yeah, their dad was writing these lyrics about their mom.
Well, hold on a second. Let's twist it. What if these lyrics are zesty, and that they're singing their songs about their dad banging their other dad?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him in the shit chute, boys.
Yeah, his meat was swinging, nice and heavy, and then you'll be like, oh fuck, this is a song about an affair he had with another man.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
And all the hot dogs smell like shit at that party.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my point is the fact that like you need to like.
But that's the big. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying you need to structure the joke between, start off by saying like, yeah, 80s. I thought it was kind of funny. But like, yeah, 80s was the year of hair. Was the era of hair. And if you were watching 80s porn or something about bush, it's two bushes bumping up against each other, causing friction. You have Moses behind them trying to talk to it. Get it? The burning bush. And then you go into the story about the parents. But like, matter of fact, like I used to play in a band where we used to play 80s music. But the thing is like, I remember one time I'm playing this song, and like all the you explain the lyrics and be like, and that's when I realized like, oh fuck, yeah, the dad was writing these lyrics. be like, holy shit. And now I realize it, like, yeah, and then you got to deliver it to be like somehow, you know what
But
I mean?
I want that punchline to like that's the laugh, you know, like
Yeah.
oh shit, the dad was writing these lyrics. Ha ha ha. No, the dad was writing these lyrics about their mom or something. Or maybe I just pull it all in like, you know.
Or you
And then
could
I
be like,
realized this shit slaps and I was like, wait a second, this shit hit me like a drunk uncle at a barbecue.
yeah.
Holy shit, these lyrics were you know, they smelled worse than a clam shack by a whorehouse. Like, holy shit. Their dad wrote these songs about their mom. And then
Yeah.
that should be the laugh, maybe. I don't know.
Or they could be like, we stop the music, hey, Scott, who wrote these lyrics again? My dad. Oh shit, that's right. It all makes sense now. Something
So
like
there's
that.
a punchline. But I think another one should be, where is this gig? I was thinking family reunion. It could be like
Family reunion at the Elks Lodge.
could be like a at the Elks Lodge. It could be a birthday party for like a younger sibling. I don't know.
quinceañera.
Quinceañera?
They have like a they have like a Spanish family member, and they would just happen to be playing their party.
He can start singing like there's a fuego in mi pantalones.
Oh my god, yeah, something like that.
I don't know, but that's one thing I was thinking of. Like, there's a punchline. Dad wrote the songs. Now they're singing about their dad banging their own mom. Another punchline could be, this was at a XYZ party, let's say, family reunion.
I think family reunion's good.
And then the last is like, you pull the guy aside and you say, dude, you realize what you're doing, right? And when I was thinking about this last night a little bit, was like this is, dude, you know what you're doing? It's like, yeah, dude, this shit gets the pussies wet, bro. It's like, pussy's wet, dude. This is the biggest Freudian fuck up this is the biggest Freudian slip I've ever heard in my life. Something like that.
Freudian roller coaster.
Yeah.
Freudian, like, fucking, yeah. That's clever too. You know
What do you
mean?
think? Like, because that would be Freudian, right?
Yeah.
Almost, because it's the dad writing the lyrics. They're not.
Well, yeah, because Freud believed that like babies or children had a sexual attraction to their mother, but it would
I'm
still.
gonna keep that. I think.
But you still
This is
don't.
the biggest Freudian fuck up of our time. And like the dad comes back and like sees me, goes, "Hey boys, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Good lyrics, huh? Next time it'll be about banging. It'll be about the minivan adventures or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm gonna label this next song.
Minivan.
Yeah. Minivan at the beach. The Screaming Seagulls. We're gonna call ourselves next.
But do you think there's anything there worth
No, I
saying at an
definitely
open
think there's.
mic?
I definitely think it needs the punchline needs a bit more work on the fact that you need to really find a way to drive that home at the end.
How do you think I should do it?
Just a moment of realization, and how you're gonna deliver that. Would take some writing, but I definitely think it's like just the realization, like the adding up of everything, and then the wait, hold on, this song is about fucking this guy's mom. You know what I mean? Or like fucking his wife. You know what I mean? It's got to be like a build up.
Yeah. So I read somewhere that a punchline, the build up to a punchline is like you're blowing up a balloon, and you blow up the balloon more and more and more and more. And the punchline is when you pop it. And the reason I say that is because when you say your punchline, you don't want to let the balloon leak at all. For instance, I wouldn't want to say, like, oh, these lyrics are about their mom. Their dad wrote them. Or no, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't want to say, like, here's a good one. I wouldn't want to go up there and say, hey, guys, it was an 80 band. And this band was with two brothers, and their dad was obsessed with writing the songs. Kind of leaking the punchline a little bit. And then later on, you go in and you say, oh my God, I just realized that's right. The dad wrote the songs about him fucking their mom. Oh my God. The brothers are singing about having sex, whatever. So you're letting it leak out before now it's a little pop.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting. So that's what I was trying to do. I eliminated that part. I'm trying to blow up the balloon as big as I can, and then pop it for laughs.
Well, I think what you could also do is like, you could be like, oh yeah, the most fucked up part. Be like, yeah, be like, we come to think about it, it was actually like just expose the fact that he was writing songs about, they were writing songs about their dad banging their mom. But the big punchline or like the final part is like, you pretty much, I could picture like, yeah, the most fucked up part is that everyone at the family reunion bought all the CDs, like the whole everyone bought the CD. because we were selling
Everyone bought
CDs
the
and everyone
CD.
bought one.
Yeah.
The moms, the uncles, the aunts, the cousins, even fucking 12-year-old Timmy bought a CD to take it home with him. That'd be kind of funny if you
That's
deliver
funny
it.
too. Like everyone's vibing at the party, they buy the CDs.
Like they knew what, like in a way, like they almost knew what it was about. You know what I
So
mean?
now
Like,
we're not Freudian. We're just straight up incestual almost.
yeah, that's kind of funny.
Like even grandma's sitting back knitting in the
Yeah.
rocking chair, hanging out.
Even Granny bought one.
She got a real thick pair of crochet needles.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you got to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I can weasel that in somehow.
Yeah. And now, what you could do is you can write it, and then at one of the open mics try it, and then like you said, if you want to feature it or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take everything we talked about. I'm gonna stew on it. I got 2 open mics that we're gonna go to, at least maybe 3 before I try this joke out. We're gonna record both, and I think next Brothers episode after those mics, we'll let's come back to these jokes. We'll show it to everybody, and then I think the episode after that we should just continue with like workshopping random stuff from scratch, and then taking those, recording them, and bringing them back to the episode, rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? Take our raw ideas to the open mics, see how they do, just for fun. What about you? You got any jokes that you're trying to workshop? Because that was pretty good. I mean, what do you got?
I tried toilet humor for the first time on Friday night, and I don't know how it went. Honestly, I don't know.
I don't really remember. What did you do? You did,
I did. So I wrote a joke that I thought was funny. It was mainly just for myself, I think. Pretty much about taking a suppository, and I took a huge dump, and it like shook the house, and then it was so, I wanted to pretty much write it that it was so big and monstrous that like there's no way it could have came out of me. It was like King Kong came in my house and took a dump. You know what I mean? So like
Okay.
I was writing that, and then I also wrote just how my farts are really nasty, and Melanie's always complaining about it and be like, yeah, like so that I guess I'm gonna go with that one. No, I'm gonna go with the speed bump joke. All right.
All right, you don't want to workshop the shit joke?
I don't know. What do you think? That or the speed bump joke?
Oh, so the speed bump joke is a little dark. We'll tell you guys what it is, regardless if we workshop it or not. But
All
let me
right.
think about this.
I'll say with
So-
the poop joke.
No, I think we should I should at least tell that joke to the camera.
right.
But between that and the shit stuff, I don't know, man.
I don't
How
know,
do
I
you
don't-
feel about telling poop jokes at an open mic? Do you think?
I don't know. I think it's kind of.
I don't want to say the word hacky.
I don't know. I really
hacky,
just
right?
tried it 'cause I thought it was funny, and
But you got to
I'm-
be you at the end of the day, so it's not hacky if
find
it's
poop
who
funny.
you are. I find poop hilarious. I think
Yeah.
most people do.
but I feel like it's out of my realm of.
I think we should
comedic
workshop
writing.
both.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell the speed bump
So
joke.
just so you know what he's talking about, what's the speed bump?
And honestly, this is very out of my realm because I write a lot of.
We touched hands again.
Listen, you're my brother. I don't even hug you. It's the
After all
weirdest
this
part.
incestual like band talk, it's
Yeah, I
like now
touched
you're
his
trying
hand.
to
I
touch
don't
my
even
hand.
hug the guy, so I don't know. It's just kind of weird. We're not very like a huggy family. Anyway,
I don't think
off
I even
topic.
shook your hand
Yeah.
before.
I hugged you once when you were drunk at your wedding.
At my wedding 9 years ago.
Anyway, well, the premise is like I said, is more of a darker joke for me, but I thought it was funny at the time. Pretty much, my idea is that car naps, they're wonderful, and you know what I mean. Everyone loves to fall asleep in the car. We're in the passenger, right? So my idea is that car naps are great, but I happen to be dry. I woke up, so car naps are great, and I woke up and I realized, oh my God, I'm driving. But no,
Jesus, take the wheel.
yeah, well, I was having a car nap. It was having a great car nap, and then I was awoken by speed bumps, and that's when I realized, oh my God, I'm driving, and the speed bumps are screaming. And I look up and I see a sign. I'm like, oh my God, this is a school zone. Oh, good thing I'm wearing my seatbelt. So my premise is like, yeah, all right, I fucking fell asleep at the wheel and I ran over a bunch of kids, and I called them speed bumps. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, and then
The
like,
speed bumps are screaming.
yeah, like the nonchalantness of, oh my God, I'd probably just hurt a bunch of children, but good thing I had my seatbelt on. I think that was what I was trying to go for. Was the punchline? I was like, when I really should have cared about the kids, I was really just worrying about myself having a seatbelt on.
You hit those children's speed bumps hard enough, they'll hit you right back.
Yeah, exactly. I
Wear
don't
your
want to get
seatbelt.
whiplash.
You could even cut that. You can cut the screams out and be like, I woke up.
Yeah.
Just a Rhode Island pothole road.
Yeah, right. I'm a
But
bunch
I heard
of,
screams, and I looked behind me, and then I realized it was a school zone.
I think that's actually pretty good. I think I'm good. I think we workshopped that just perfectly.
Or you can say like, Or you can just cut out the screams entirely and be like, "Oh, I hit a fucking bunch of big speed bumps.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I was in a school zone."
Yeah, there was a bunch of potholes, but oh wait, I thought it was what is it? What is it? What the heck is that? I'm drawing a blank now. I thought it was the RIDOT, but no, it was really just a bunch of fucking, I don't know, a bunch of fucking school children that I ran over on accident. It was a darker joke, but I thought it was kind of funny at the time, and I still think it's kind of funny to be completely honest. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I might, like you said, oh, it was I thought it was a bunch of speed bumps or potholes, and I looked behind me and I realized, oh shit, I was in a school zone. Good thing I wore my seatbelt.
And then you could call back to your Golden Dome joke and be like, "When the cops pulled me over and saw my helmet, they thought I was just
Yeah.
retarded and let me go."
Yeah. Yeah, then I actually got pulled over, and then I threw my helmet on, and then the cops are like, "Oh, you're good to go, man. Sorry, sorry we bothered you." I didn't know. Sorry. Oh God, that's terrible. I'm gonna get canceled.
You're gonna get canceled.
5 or 6 episodes in.
The state of Rhode Island, hit all those potholes. That's your thing. They're fucking children, but like nobody knew that you killed all those kids because it takes the state like 10 years to fill a pothole.
Yeah, right. I just fucking ran them over into potholes.
Jesus. Yeah, that's really dark and
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
kind of
gross.
dark. I don't really do stuff like that, but I was like, I tried it once.
Yeah, you're getting canceled, dude.
I got a couple chuckles, but I was like, But like, nothing. I didn't think I thought I was gonna tell more messed up jokes when I was like, because usually my humor is kind of dark. My comedy is actually pretty clean and pretty light, so that was kind of like different for me. But yeah, I don't
know about that joke.
check
Maybe
it out.
work on it. Maybe in the right setting, it'd be okay. It's not.
Yeah, it's more of like a bar
my
joke,
cup of tea.
college joke.
So, anyways, let's talk the other one then.
Right.
Let's get back to shit humor, toilet humor.
All right.
Let's workshop that one for real. Now that I'm thinking about that, I don't know. It's
right.
good. It's all right.
So the poop,
Try it again on the next open mic. We'll see.
I'll see. I might edit it a little bit, but all right. But that's a joke I'll use for like a bar.
But again, I think you should do it at the next couple so we can clip it in the next episode, like I'm going to do with the brothers
Yeah.
band there.
All right. Well, my poop joke, really quick, is pretty much. It's a true story. I had to take a suppository, and I think me and Dad were going antiquing or something. I don't know. I couldn't shit for like a week, 2 weeks.
Was this the first time you took a suppository?
Yeah. He's like, God, just take a suppository, drink some laxatives or something. You'll be all right.
That was his advice to you?
Yeah. And I was in so much pain. I hurt so much.
The fuck?
Yeah. I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know what
Just
the
drink
fuck.
coffee or like eat Taco Bell. That
I was
would've did
also
you good.
like probably like 17 at the time. I didn't drink coffee.
Oh,
like
I thought this was recently.
Nah, this is a while ago. I didn't drink coffee like I did now.
All right, never mind. Go
So
ahead.
whatever. So I stuck a suppository in my butt, and dude, it fucking burned. Like it felt like someone. So the joke is, I felt like someone had a blowtorch to my asshole, and then my legs started, and then it started. It just hit me, and then I yelled to and I said, "Honey, I'm having contractions," and then I run to the bathroom. My legs are shaking like a baby calf, and then I sit down, and I release it, and then it's when it hits the toilet, and the ground shakes and the toilet bowl rattles, and then I'm just afraid to see what came out of me. But then I look down, and that's when I see it. And I just thought to myself, King Kong must have came here and taken a shit in my toilet, because there's no way something like that came out of me. And then I tried to flush it, but only thing that went down was the water around it. It just sat there and mocked me and said, "Haha, I'm a part of you. You can't get rid of me." So then that's why I grabbed the spatula and broke that monstrosity into pieces. And I finally got it down. And then I should have told my wife that, hey, that spatula we used to serve your family, I used that to break up the shit in the toilet earlier that day. That's pretty much it. I didn't deliver it like I would at an open mic, but
Something to add. I've also taken a suppository once in my life. You can say like, when you did it, it shot up your ass like a missile.
yeah.
or
Yeah.
your ass swallowed it like it wanted it.
Like it was
like
hungry.
when you put a suppository in, like it's kind of weird, and you do one of these, like you jiggle and it goes,
Well,
it,
not
like
this
shoots up, and you can feel it hit your colon.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. Like your butt just sucks it up. So you can say something like, "My butt sucks up suppositories," and then like you can like keep going. You can say you hit the toilet, and I think it'd be funny if you say, "Oh, I sat in the toilet, I let that thing rip, and it felt like my ass." What would you say?
felt like someone had a blowtorch to my asshole.
But it was just the splash was so big. Poseidon came out of the fucking toilet and
Yes.
hit my ass with a trident.
Yeah. Well,
I thought Poseidon was gonna come out of that fucking toilet. The splash was so big.
Well, I had a part in there that I totally left out that said a splash of water. It dropped to the toilet and a splash of water splashed my balls.
It was like a self.
It was a bidet.
Yeah,
It was a bidet.
It was a self bidet.
It was a self-douching turd from my butt.
Bloop. Ooh, hits your butthole like ooh.
It was cold. It was cold and refreshing after my butthole was burning. I could do something
that's
like
a couple
that.
things. So I would play on the suppository interaction a little bit better. Maybe the setup is, I don't know.
That's
Within that is like you don't know what you're to expect, and then it shot up your ass like a missile, or you know,
my butt ate it like it was hungry for suppositories.
your butt sucked it up like a shit chute vacuum.
Well, that's the thing, dude. I'm like, I'm not really
Went right up the shit chute.
like that's yeah.
And then Poseidon, the splash so big, you thought Poseidon was coming up, and your ass hurt because he poked with a trident.
It was a punami. It was a poop tsunami.
Yeah.
That splashed my butt.
And then you said it was like King Kong took a shit.
Yeah.
You could say like, God, I don't even know.
See, I feel like it's a very immature kind of comedy, but
Oh, big time.
I mean, I wanted. I was trying something
So
different.
funny.
I literally just thought I was like, that's funny. I wrote it down. I tried an open mic. I got a couple giggles, and that's
Yeah, why
that's
not?
where I'm at. So I'm like, I figured it's a good joke to workshop. I mean, like I said, it's very out of my realm. You know what I mean?
Why don't you take this, since you said you were out like doing something, take it to the public toilets and say someone was jiggling the handle on you. Say
I
you're
was getting nervous.
you're getting
Worst-
turd burgled,
Worst
and you
part
had to
is,
like.
I was in the handicap stall, but I had my helmet with me.
There you go.
That's a better
A little
callback.
callback.
Yeah,
Nobody knows your Golden Zone joke
Yeah.
that are watching, I don't think, but
yeah. Well,
um,
if you guys want to check out my comedy and see it, check out my Instagram.
there's got to
check
be
out my
something there.
Facebook.
Maybe you're in public too. That would be funny.
Yeah.
You took a suppository, like you were just roaming the halls with, you said you're out with your father, our dad, like, you say, just shut up your ass. It'd be fine. Just do it in the other aisle. Like you did in the other aisle. You could take shit going and like, whoop.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm in the fishing department and it feels like
Yeah.
someone stuck a fishing rod in my ass. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just like pretty much say like, I don't know. I think my main focus wants to be like, just like the description of how big this thing was and how like
That's the payoff.
that's the funny part to me. I don't know what I think.
King
These big
Kong.
fat turds are. Yeah, dude, that'd be funny.
Godzilla.
Godzilla came in, and took a shit in my toilet because there's no way that thing came out of me.
Or did the exact opposite. Say it's like, oh my God, it's gotta be King Kong. You look down, there's nothing there.
Or it was a little tiny speck. It was like a midget
Wait,
came and
wait
took
a
a shit
second.
in my toilet.
It's like the ghost shit. It's like,
Yeah, the Houdini.
like that could be another angle
Houdini,
too.
who done it? Because that definitely didn't come out of me.
Oh my God, where'd it go?
That's funny. The Houdini or who done it? Because that definitely didn't come out of me.
Jack the Ripper. Feels like it was ripping all the ass hairs on the way out.
It was pulling on it. It was taking some
This
with
is
it for the
fucking
ride.
stupid.
It was trying to hold on. It didn't want to come out of me. Well, I think that's fine.
I don't know. Take the kid joke. Take this shit joke now that we're talking about. We'll go back and we'll watch this. Write it down.
Yeah.
Keep riffing off of that. I think we should record both of that, and then we'll bring it back next episode.
That's definitely a brass monkey joke.
Yeah, and then next episode where we feature that, we should just come up with a whole new premise and work that and see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's a
All
good
right.
idea.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't have our best ideas. I don't think right
Dude,
now.
I think this podcast picked up like 20 minutes in. So that was a good time.
That's what always happens.
That was funny. But yeah, no, honestly, I say that I agree. We'll do I'll do
Jesus.
those jokes, but I think those will be my two messed up jokes for my repertoire, and then I'm gonna continue to write some clean comedy. But those are good to have in my pocket for like the bar or something like that, and then just keep working your dad joke, the other guy's dad, not ours, and then kind of go from there. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it
Right.
goes. I have some other ideas too.
Perfect.
I think the European cigarette joke needs to get worked
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
Well,
like that.
that
We'll
may
save
be
that
so-
for
but
another
anyways,
episode, so we have more to
Whatever. Now we're
keep
rambling,
it
but
going. That's a good one. I like that one.
there's something there too. But
Yeah, we'll
have to
save
wait
that
and
for the
find
next
out.
episode.
I don't know,
But,
man. What else do you want to talk about?
I mean, we should. I say we just highlight who we got coming on next.
You want to
and,
wrap it? Well, we did that in the beginning.
Yeah,
Unless you want to go down the list. Nah, let's not go down the list. Just know that
we're pretty.
I wish I had my notepad, but
We're July.
no,
August.
Yeah, we have enough spots between interviews and our episodes that are planned. With
Keeping it
So
going.
thanks again, everyone that's coming on.
Yeah.
Basically to the first week of August.
Yeah, everyone that's
Fuck
been
yeah.
viewing it too. I know there's some loyal watchers out there because
That probably listen to this whole thing.
yes, and I appreciate it, and we love you guys.
100%.
And we'll have next guest, like I said in the beginning, we'll have Tony Max on. He's a very, in my eyes, he's animated in the fact that he uses comes on with the sunglasses one time.
Yeah,
I
I love his act, dude. So
And
good.
he's very creative, and
Very.
he just brings the energy to the room. So we're looking forward to having him. We'll have Jimmy Roy on as well. Down the line, we got a couple other good comedians coming on, and keep an eye out for that stuff. But yeah, fucking keep supporting us. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everything. Yeah, and
Yeah, it's good spots in it. Couple
Yeah, we'll
funny
s-
workshops and some some
hope
updates.
you guys enjoyed it. Comment anything you guys want. Give us some feedback or whatever if you enjoy it.
Workshop with us.
Yeah.
Got any
Yeah.
ideas? Those two stupid fucking jokes.
Yeah, the poop joke and the guy, having his kids write songs about banging his wife. Sure. So yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Till next
All
time.
right, guys. See ya.
See you later.